The first time I drove this car, I thought it was going to explode. This is not just any car. This is the actual 1977 Cadillac DeVille used in Breaking Bad. Yes, it's the hero car in the end scene. It's here, and we're about to sell it. And here's the thing, I'm kind of sad because when I first drove it, obviously thought it was going to explode. I'll tell you about that later. And it feels like it's illegal, like it shouldn't be on the road today. But then something happened, and I fell in love with it. So I'm going to tell you that and take it on one last incredible ride, the ride that it deserves. Now, this is one of two cars used in Breaking Bad. There was one more car that had the machine guns in the trunk, massive trunk with tons of bullet holes coming out the side. This was kind of the full driver, fully functioning driver. And I say it was the hero car, and it's really cool. But this was built in a time when Cadillac was all about style and presence and comfort. They don't make this anymore. This is over 19 feet long, just a huge, massive hood, huge V8, super heavy, almost 2.5 tons. Like, this car is everything. But here's the thing. The year before, it was even bigger. So this one is a 1/2 ton less than the previous year, 9 inches shorter, 4 inches narrower. It does have a taller roofline. But this is when Cadillac was downsizing. They went away from like the super parade floats and got more tailored, if you can believe that. I mean, other than size, not a ton changed about the style. It's just a little more squared off, a little more angular. But like, why does it need to be this big? Because there's still about presence and like tons of heavy chrome. For what reason? I don't know, because it looks cool. And this is one of my favorite logos Cadillac used. It's similar to the one they used in the 1940s. I love the wings that come up the top. And if you look really closely, you'll see these little ducks. I always call it the ducks on the Cadillac crest. And that's a callback to the original coat of arms by the man who discovered Detroit, the French explorer that discovered Detroit back in the day. Cadillac named the company after him, Antoine Delamont de Cadillac. I totally didn't say that right, but it's close. But this was his coat of arms. And they were ducks in it, which they're actually merlets. They're like a mythical bird, so they're not even a real bird, and they don't have feet. And the point of it was they're always in flight, like perpetually in flight, moving forward, which is actually pretty cool. But then there's also this like medieval tie back to where there's 3 of them grouped together, which is supposed to represent the Holy Trinity, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. And it really is a sweet car. You got that vinyl top, wire wheels that look like impossible to clean. That would take me like 17 hours. Very thin white tires, no fender skirts, which Cadillac, like before this, was always known to be elegant to have those fender skirts. I don't know, was the point so that the wheel doesn't get dirty, but then you're covering up a cool design element. And come on forward, almost 19 feet long. These little puppies help you out with your turn signal. And of course, you have that beautiful logo right on the side there. That is one change in '67 where this turn signal was kind of back farther. I don't know why they changed that, like why they sit in the boardroom and they're like, let's move the turn signal forward and back, like just someone has to make a decision about something. But like I said before, it's basically the same design as the previous year, just a little tweaks here and there. And this color is a sweet color. It's like burnt orange. It's number 67 on the VIN tag. I'll open that up and show you. There were 2 similar colors to it that had that fire mist option with them, which made it more elegant. This one's kind of a more flat color. Here's that trim tag right there so you can confirm the color is 67. Obviously this one has been faded with tons of patina to give it a cool feel and a cool look. I mean, a lot of movie cars and TV cars, they give you an instant personality. And that's what this did for Breaking Bad, for Walter White. He was like the king at one time, sort of faded, and then he had to come back and be the hero one more time, which is basically what this car represents. Here you got this massive V8, 425, and not very good gas mileage at all, which is why in today's standards, like No one would ever make anything like this. It's so heavy, no gas mileage, not a lot of safety features, which to me why it's like, is this kind of illegal? Should we still be driving this on the road today? Then you open it up and you get inside. Come on inside. And the first thing you notice is how big these seats are, how much room there is, and how comfortable they are, how squishy they are. There are no seats, no Rolls Royce, no nothing that have these kind of squishy seats today. This was a time when you designed things for comfort. You wanted it to be like an extension of your home, and that's what it feels like in here. Come on in more. Now this year they did redesign the dash. The climate control used to be on the driver's side only for the drivers. I guess they didn't want, their chicks to mess with the heat and the air conditioning. But other than that, there's a little wear, which you would expect for a movie car. The headliner's not super perfect. These seats, this is the saffron color as well. I mean, just look at this tape, this custom tape right here. I don't know what that's for. If I take that off, it might, I don't know if it's gonna fall apart. But this is cool. They don't make anything like this anymore. They switched to these door pulls. They sort of had like furniture handles that swung out the year before. Now they have these velour. Everything's deep pile velour and super fancy. Come on back here. There's a little jump starter. We got our ashtray with an actual lighter that looks like it was never used, so that's a good sign. I mean, there's not a lot of miles on this car, 55,000, so kind of middle of the road, so I don't think it was used a ton. But there's there's a Cadillac logo here. What is the point of this trim piece right here? To look cool. It's about style. That's all Cadillac cared about. It cared about presence and style, and that is all. Ooh. Here you go, girl. And look, there's actually a temperature gauge right on the mirror. It says it's like 80 degrees in here. But this is high end, like power everything, power windows, power seats. This is the d'Elegance package, which gives you these like squishy seats, the velour, all the little extra trims, all the wood trim here. It is really sweet. Ooh, okay, this is really cool. You got your air conditioning vents. Someone took the knobs for the radio, so they just kind of, they look a little different, a little interesting, but this was a high tech back in the day. And the climate control is actually fully automatic, which is super high end. This one lets you stop and start the automatic antenna from going up and down. Maybe you're going through a car wash or something and you want to pull it back down. Just a little button right there. You got your fuel gauge in the center, which is unusual because normally it's right in front of the driver. Your sort of a clock right there, wipers on this side, a really tiny speedometer that only goes up to 85, which I don't know, is probably part of the downsizing of Cadillac. And they're like, we're trying to get better fuel economy and we're trying to get lighter, but everything about Cadillac is big except for the speedometer. That kind of sucks. All right, now we're gonna start this puppy because I want to show you why I really fell in love with it. Do not hit the gull wing. This is actually terrifying. Aston Martin gull wing. Those are my cones to avoid. There's no screens, no menus, no modern technology. It's just you and the road. And the first thing you notice is the steering's not super responsive. Like, it doesn't react right away. It's more of a suggestion to turn right. And there's absolutely a body roll, kind of like swaying in the ocean. But here's where it makes sense. At speed, the suspension feels like it's lifting you off the road, like you're not on the road, you're being carried, like you're floating down. Unlike modern cars where it's instant steering input, tight suspension, and just super fast takes off right away. This takes a little bit of time to get going. This is what driving was all about. You're relaxed and you're almost disconnected from the road, which doesn't feel right. Like, it doesn't feel like you should be this disconnected from the road, but there's almost a calm to it, a calm when you're driving. Except for the time when I first drove this car. You guys, it was really bad. The brake light starts coming on, which I've never seen, like a red flashing brake light in a car. So I call Tyler and I'm like, hey, the brake light's coming on. He's like, don't worry, just came back from the shop. You'll be fine. Go ahead and take it on the highway. And I didn't quite believe him because she wasn't like moving. Like she wasn't getting in a second right away. I was really having to push her. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to test it on the side roads and not go on the highway right away to see if I can get it up to 60, to see if I can get it up to speed. And eventually, after flooring it for blocks and blocks, finally get it up to 60, ran up to a stoplight, and I stop. And this huge plume of smoke comes out from the engine, from the front. And I'm like, I legit think that this car is going to explode. I mean, look at it. This car is disheveled, the patina's all over, it's rickety, it's just broken everywhere. And so I'm just like, this is it, this is my time, this car is going to explode. And I panicked because this is not my world. Like Tyler drives broken cars all the time, I don't. So I'm like, I'm ready for fire to go everywhere. I jump out of the car and I call Tyler and I'm like, please come get me. I don't even know where I am. Just look at my GPS because I share my location. And I'm like, come find me. And I'm in this industrial kind of area where there's train tracks and just, you know, industrial equipment all over and not a ton of cars. But I'm sitting there on the side of the road waiting for Tyler to come find me. And he's like, don't worry, don't panic. And I got my watch on and I'm like straight up ready to get robbed. Like I'm like trying to cover up my watch. I've got my blonde hair flapping in the wind, sitting next to this car that's just smoking, when lo and behold, all that happened was the brakes locked up. And that was it. I am the biggest baby ever because this stuff doesn't happen to me. So that was like a slightly terrifying moment, but that's what you get in these old cars. It's just like they don't have the modern safety that you would expect today. Jake, is that a tornado out there? Can you look? No. There's like active tornado warnings. Does that look like a tornado? That might be. Should I not be going this direction? This is what Kansas life is like for me, okay? Hoopty cars and active tornado warnings all over, and I'm driving straight into it right now. But I am sad to see this go because I fell in love with it because I feel like I know they're never gonna make cars like this anymore with modern safety rules and the government implementing all of their specs that you have to have in cars. This is not gonna exist. And I miss this because it's an extension of your home. It's comfortable. It's like a lazy boy. It's like a couch with an engine. It's like when you're traveling, you're going first class and you're enjoying the journey to get to where you're going because you're sitting in those comfortable first class seats, not stuck in cargo below. This is an experience that they don't create anymore. And Cadillac, when they designed their cars, it wasn't about transportation. It was about presence and it was about space. And that's what luxury meant back in the day, because this is the top of the line luxury. Cadillac was what, the standard of the world? I think that was Packard's tagline. But anyway, it's an experience. It's a presence, and I almost feel calm driving this car floating down the highway. And this is where it really shines. Now, I'm very sad to see this car going, but it deserves a great home and someone to really appreciate it. I know it used to be at the Mob Museum back in the day, right before Tyler got it, so perhaps another museum will get it. I want to send it off though. Now that we have it, I want to give it a good final send off because it's a piece of Hollywood history and a piece of automotive history. So I'm going to give it one last ride the way it should be driven.